right, we have a lot of mail to go through today. It is hot in here. I have been on a little bit of a hiatus from mail, but we're getting back into it. This is only some of the boxes, and these are all from viewers. The other boxes that I have are ones that are from my new runs, and one is a grail, and we'll get into that later. But for right now, let's just have a chill episode, kind of get reorganized and open this stuff right now. So let's get into the first letter, and the first letter is from Grim. I really like the stamps that Grim chose. Nice choices, man. I'd make the same. I think he told me what he was gonna send, but I forgot. Oh my God. It's actually something that I needed. Check out how nicely packaged this is. It's like nothing is getting bent in this. I think there's like a piece of plastic in there. I forgot my cooking shears. For those of you who know this channel, I have my cooking shears. I don't know where they are. So I think for this episode, we're gonna have to go without them. Yeah, it was a piece of plastic. Nothing is being bent using this. Good job, Grim. And I know why he put that plastic in there. Look how pristine these catalogs are. These things are like minty clean, that they are directly from the 1980s. I actually need all of these because some of my playsets, especially the Empire Strikes Back one, did not come with booklets, the little mini catalog booklets. So I'm gonna put these with all of my playsets. So thank you very much, Grim. But I always love going through these and just looking at them, because I used to do this when I was a kid. I would go through them, I would look at them, sometimes I'd mark them up with pen, but you sit there and you daydream of what was possible. I know it's funny. I know a lot of people do this too, but there is a smell to vintage Kenner, and these catalogs, they always carry the vintage smell. But if they were stored in a smoker's house, it smells like smoke. But these were not stored in a smoker's house. They smell completely vintage. So thanks a lot, Grim, for sending these catalogs that my collection actually needed. It is hot in here. Can you guys see me sweating? I'm in Southern California. It's summer right now. I turn off the air conditioner for filming because you can hear the hum, but secretly down low, I have a fan going on that is cooling at least the bottom part of my body. Here's the next package, and it's from Ed. And I usually don't know what I'm getting in these packages, so we're gonna find out together. I really miss my cooking shears. And when you're opening packages, it doesn't matter if you don't know who it's from or what it is, or if you know what it is, you gotta be really careful, because all too often I've seen when people dig into their packages and they actually rip something that they weren't supposed to. And there's a letter, so let's definitely take a read. And it came with this really cool patch, which is going on the jean jacket. And here's what the letter says. It says, "Hey Joey, found your YouTube channel. Used to be a Star Wars collector and enjoy your vids. Collected books and Marvel comics mainly, and your vid about the 50 facts on the vintage Star Wars action figures and trivia had things I didn't know. I'm writing because I need 2 vintage Kenner Stormtroopers and thought if you have extras to do a trade. I was going to San Diego Comic-Con and looking for them there, but I noticed you were a local. I'm in Mira Mesa. Hey, what's up, man? And maybe we can trade and meet there." And he left his email here in case I want to get a hold of him. And check out the back, it's like a Toys R Us flyer. But yeah, that's how a lot of collectors do things. They meet up in person and they do trades. I know that there's a couple other high-end vintage Star Wars San Diego collectors that live here in San Diego, and I have traded with a few of them. So I love it when people from like your hometown can get together and trade together, especially if it's pieces that are hard to find and you can help each other complete a collection. That is the way to do it. So Ed, if you're not a part of my Facebook group on the Padawan Academy, just join up there and then DM me, because if you go on hunts, let me know and I can join you. We can hang out, have some lunch, and just like maybe bring some stuff that we need to trade together. I think that would be cool. But thanks for the letter and thanks for the patch, man. I really appreciate it. And yeah, get a hold of me. All right, and for this one, I believe this is the Cantina Adventure Set instructions that I bought on eBay at an auction, and I did a video about that and I captured it live for you guys to see, and we won that auction. The other auction that I was bidding on, the one that I lost, I mean, I've done a few. I've captured 2 on camera. The other one, it was going for over $100. It actually sold for over $100. You know what? I need my cooking shears. Hold on. These things come in handy. These things are invaluable. So back to what I was saying. I won this auction, obviously, because it's here. But the thing was, the one that I lost on, it cost about $100 to the winner. This one, half the price. I believe I paid about $60 with all the taxes and stuff like that included. So it's been a while because I got sick. And for those of you who have been wishing me well, I am getting better. It's kind of like a kick in the pants of what your life has to go through when you get sick, but I've adjusted my diet, I've adjusted my exercise schedule, I've adjusted my work schedule for sure, and my family has been completely supportive and have helped me out. So I like to thank my family for being there for me. Family is everything, so I'm totally thankful for them. This thing is really well packaged. Okay, here it is. I don't want to bend it too much, so let's see what this is. Yeah, this is just supporting cardboard. But this is an example of an eBay seller who knows how to package things, because look, all this cardboard just for one little instruction manual. Some people would have just sent it inside this, no protection, but you can tell that this is a collector who sent it. So back to what I was saying, I'm on the mend. It took me a long time to get to my mail and all of this. So thank you all for being patient with me. And thank you all for sending me your well wishes and your get betters. That really inspired me. So thank you for that. But yeah, that's a little update on my health. And here is the other update, is that the Cantina playset instructions are finally in my possession. So kudos to the seller who sold this to me. And I like bookmarking all of the sellers who have obviously gave me great deals, but also are really sticklers on packaging. Because if you order something and it gets to you, especially if it's vintage, because it demands such a high price, that if it comes to you and it's not protected, you're actually wasting your money because it's going to get damaged. And these instructions, man, it's so small and it's only a 1 sheet. I mean, there's not much to that playset. It's cardboard and you bend it in half and you stick those little white pegs on. It's basically a display stand. I don't know why they called it a playset when it's basically a display stand. These instructions, they're great. They look great. I mentioned that there is a little stain right there. Somebody did tell me how to remove the stain, so I might try that, but I bought it as is and I'm happy with these instructions. So this is going to go into my Cantina playset. Again, I paid about $60 for this, and I'm glad that it's finally in that collection. The only thing that I want to collect for my Cantina playset would be the white mailer boxes. So I've been on a hunt for those lately. And if you're in some of the Facebook groups, you've seen me asking, does anybody have those? Those are hard to find, but those are the things that I do love to go on hunts for. I wish I would have bought it complete with the Cantina playset, but I was on a budget with that one. And if you want to check out my episode about the Cantina playset and the condition I got it in, please go back and look at my episode. I love it when people discover my videos. That's what it's meant for. It's meant for a catalog for you guys to do. But yeah, finally have these instructions going in my collection. And last but not least, I know who this is from. This is from Chalupa Cabra, and he is always sending me things from eBay. And if history repeats itself, then he has sent me something to complete my Star Wars board game collection. And the pieces that he sent me in the past have been unused content board games. And nothing says Star Wars vintage than the board game, because those are some of the pieces that were made first. If you've watched some of my history about the Star Wars Kenner action figures, you know that Kenner signed a contract with Star Wars, with George Lucas, only a month before the 1977 movie came out. So in April, Kenner and Lucasfilm signed a contract. The movie came out a month later, which meant that they did not have any action figures, but they were able to get board games, posters, and stuff like that out during the summer. So that's why I think the board games are a really important part of the action figure history, is because they kind of complete that prehistory right before the action figures. Really well packaged. Where do you start? And I really have to hurry because I have somebody coming over to fix my garage. My garage door broke. And usually I could fix things like that myself, but I think the coil broke and I don't want to get my head chopped off by a coil. So there you go. Just rip right into that thing. Now I gotta be careful though. This thing was so well protected. I wonder what it is though, because he never tells me what he's gonna send me. He usually just says, surprise, I have something coming your way. It is a board game. Yeah, lucky I found my cooking shears, or else this would have been like an hour-long video. It's gonna be bubble wrap everywhere. I do reuse that bubble wrap though. Oh, check this out. This is so cool. Dude, the box art on this is so retro. This is Star Wars, the ultimate space adventure game. Let's open it to see. Oh my God. It is unused content. Check this out. Here are the game pieces. Here's the spinning wheel. It is in such good shape. Unused, like you opened it right in 1977. I always love the game art. Check this out. Such a simple game. And this is what I mean by Kenner putting these out quickly right when they sign the contracts. It's like, boom, get out board games really quick. And I need to research these more, but for all intents and purposes, they could have just reused a game that they've already made, maybe for another toy line, and just slapped the Star Wars logos on them. But usually, yeah, that's how they did it. But check it out. It's like the bags aren't even ripped or torn or anything. This is exactly how you would have gotten it in 1977. Everything is in pristine condition. Dude, Chalupa Cabra came through again. Thank you so much, brother. So we are gonna put it back exactly the way that we found it. Such a beautiful piece, man. So stoked. And the art, I mean, I've never seen this one before, but just looking at it, this is total vintage Star Wars art. You have Luke, like, you know, doe-eyed, and it looks like he's going on the trench run. Darth Vader's TIE Fighter, and Luke. This is some great art right here. Just check this out, man. Love these pieces from Chalupa Cabra. And I have one more piece that I want to show you guys. Okay, check this out. I got this in Las Vegas from a production company who was moving their facilities. And what this is the store ad that you would have found in I believe this came out in 1984 or 1985. It's the C-3PO cereal. This is an unused store stand. So they would have put these up on the store aisles, probably right there on the cereal aisle. And I got this for basically nothing. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it. I might sell it just because I know that there's a lot of people out there who are into the store stands and who would collect this, but this is in unused shape, meaning that it didn't even get set up at the store because everything in here is unperforated. It's not bent, only bent in half like this. It's in really good shape. So, I mean, I'm gonna keep it in my collection for a little while, but I may put it up for sale. So if you see this on my Facebook groups, I think I'm gonna put it there first to see if any of you want it. Definitely I'll put it to my Patreon group and my YouTube membership group. I am gonna put it at a really good price, a fair price. So if any of you are interested in this, go to my Facebook group at the Padawan Academy, and I'll let you guys in there first. If you're a Patreon member or a YouTube member, you guys get first dibs. But yeah, message me and let me know that you want this, and let's work out a deal. But I was super stoked to get this. And I have 2 more bigger boxes. I'm so behind on my mail right now, but inside those 2 boxes, there's a big one, and that one is my first box into my vehicle run. And I got all 3 of those vehicles in unused condition, and they are really rare and hard to collect. So I can't wait to show you that one. And then there's another one that's an even bigger grail. And if you're a Star Wars vintage collector, just imagine the grail of all grails. I can think of 5 in my head right now, so let's name them. Double telescoping Luke, the Cantina adventure set, I would say Vlix, and of course the rocket firing Boba Fett, I would say a Final Cape Jawa, and I would also say the early bird set. So it is one of those. So if you want to check out that episode, click on the videos on your screen now. And as always, my friends, thank you, and I will see you next time.